Hey guys, it's Mike with WRK2FSH. If you're like me, it's the beginning of the season. You're probably out in the boat getting things ready. Today we're spooling up line. So open water's just around the corner, and we want to make sure we're ready for the season. But I've got a couple money-saving tips you really should be doing right now that will not only save you money with in respects to your line, but will reap dividends for you well into the season and years to come. So be sure to check it out. You'll know exactly what's on your reels. You'll know exactly what kind of line you're using. You won't be using it for the wrong pound test for the wrong application. You won't be worried about the line being old and breaking off. So be sure to check it out. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I've got my line here I purchased today from Gander Mountain. It's a Sunline fluorocarbon that's made for Gander Mountain. As you can see, I put the date I bought it, put today's date. That's kind of my way of keeping track of when I bought the line, how old the line is. That's like an expiration date on milk. You're not going to use something that's old. I've also got my Abu winch that I bought this off season. It's got 180 yards of 12-pound capacity. That's a lot of line. It's line you're never going to use fully, so I put a lot of backing into my reels. For today, I put about 70-80 yards on. That's going to give me about 80 to 100 yards to put into it to fill the spool. That way I'm managing my line. I pick old line. I'm not going to be wasting line that'll never see the light of day. And this is how you do it. A $5 or $10 line counter. This really is where you're going to get your monies and your savings at. I can't emphasize this enough. This is really what it's going to make your money back the first time you use it. So to do so, you basically just hit the reset button, lock the line in, and away you go. So as you can see, I've put about 260 feet on. I know exactly what I've got on there is 85 yards or so, give or take. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. So you can see here I'm going to put 260 in here, do the quick math right. I know exactly that I've used 86 yards. I'm going to come over here, take my trusty marker, and as you can see I've already written down here 86 yards. I know exactly when I've used it, how much I have left, and you're able to really manage your spool and what you've got. Not only from the time you bought it, but also how much you've got left to use. This right here is going to be your new best friend. Something that's really simple. It's 15, 20 bucks. It's lasted me years and years and years. I think I refilled the spool once on it of the labels, but it's a simple label maker. A couple of rules and tips I use. Basically, I put how much line I've put on, what kind of line I've put on, and the date I've put it on. So I know exactly what I've got on my reels, when I put it on, when it's time to change it out, when it gets old, and when I go to strip it off, I know exactly how much more I'm going to need to put back on. Now you're not going to be able to see this very well, but if I need to know what's here, I know it's there. But most reels usually have a flat spot on these Revos. It's right along the very front ridge of the gear case. Put that on there. Now again, black on black, you're not going to be able to see that, but a lot of reels, you got green and silver and things like that. You're going to be able to make out that label. You can kind of see it a little bit on there. But in the light of day, you know it's there, you know what you got. When you switch these reels up onto another rod or something, you know exactly what you've got on there still, and really will help you when it comes time to take that off and replace it. Here's another example, guys. This line had 15 pound of Sunline on there from last August. You can see the date on there. I didn't need that much line on this particular rod, so I saved myself some bucks by using just a few yards less. Even do it on a spinning reel. You can see right there I've got 100 yards of 15-pound Power Po put on last year. It's time to take that off and spool it up for another year. As you can see, a couple of simple tools, things like a line counter, a label maker. Those two things are going to save you a lot of money. They're going to help you with your line management as you go into the season. If you like what you saw, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and I hope you guys have a great rest of the season.